What is up, guys? It's Tater Talk Sports here, back with another video. And this one, I'm going to be talking about how the coronavirus pandemic will affect the NBA and how the NBA is planning to come back, as well as my thoughts on what's going to happen and how I would hope things are going to turn out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know down in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next clip. To start off, I'm going to talk about the remainder of the regular season. And supposedly, actually confirmed, starting July 31st, the NBA season will resume with the top 22 teams coming back and playing in ESPN's Worldwide of Sports in Disney World. And they will be playing an 8-game play-in for the final 8 seed. And it will work like every single team will play about 8 games to kind of get their chemistry back up and running. And if there is a close matchup between the 8 and the 9 seed, and close means 4 games, so if a team in the 9 seed is within 4 games of the 8 seed, then they will play a sort of playoff type thing, where if the 8 seed wins a game, then they move on, but if the 9 seed wins, then they come back another night and play again, and so on. So then that will determine who makes the playoffs, which I think is a pretty good system, because they kind of have limited time and not enough space for a lot of these teams. So I think it will work out pretty well, and I think it's a pretty good idea for the NBA. So next we're going to talk about the playoffs. Following this 8-game play-in type thing, the NBA is planning to resume the playoffs like normal, with 8 teams from each conference playing in 7-game series against each other, and it should be finishing around October, late September, around that time. And I think this is also a pretty good idea. I like how they're keeping it normal for the playoffs. I think it gives every single team a fair chance, just like usual. And I really like how the NBA has handled this situation with the playoffs. And I just really hope that they will be able to finish it before something else happens, which I'll get into next. The only problem with the NBA's current plan isn't necessarily with coronavirus, although that is a thing. I think if a player on any NBA team gets the coronavirus, they will probably have to postpone the season even more and possibly even cancel it, due to the fact that if that player spreads it to other players, it'll spread everywhere and it will just be a mess, just like when Rudy Gobert first got the virus. So I think that if a player does contract the virus, the season will pretty much be wraps from then on. But I think another really big issue is the Black Lives Matter movement. A lot of NBA players are really on the side of Black Lives, which is obvious, like I am too. I really support that movement, but I think this could be a problem because some players could possibly boycott the season and not want to play anymore due to the fact that I think their rights are being upheld, and I don't think it's the right thing to do right now to resume just like normal, like nothing's going on. So I think that could be another issue for the NBA, with players not wanting to come back and play because of the whole situation that went on. And I think that's a situation the NBA is going to have to learn how to handle their players and make some promises, hopefully, so that players will feel more secure playing in a league that supports this movement. A couple of notable dates for NBA things are August 25th is when the draft lottery is set to happen. October 15th is when the NBA draft is set to start. October 18th is when free agency begins. November 10th is when the training camp will be started for the new NBA season. And on December 1st, 2020, the new NBA season is set to start. And this is due to the fact that the 2021 Olympics that are being rescheduled from 2020 to 2021 are going to be played in the summer of that year. And that's the reason the NBA is starting the season so quickly after it had just ended, because they want players, if given the opportunity, to be able to play in those 2021 Summer Olympics so they can play for their countries and represent them. So I think this is also a good idea. It works with the players. It also does give them a shorter off season, but I think that since the players want to get back into the game so badly, I think that they will be okay with this system, and I think it all sounds pretty good. To sort of end off this video with a little bit of a recap, I am completely on board with everything the NBA is doing. I personally, as a fan, I'm just really excited for the NBA to come back and resume and play on July 31st. I'm really looking forward to all the playoffs, play-in, draft lottery draft, just everything that's going on. I'm really on board with it. And I think there are a couple of road bumps that could possibly oppose the NBA's plan, like the Black Lives Matter movement, which I am not personally educated too much on, but from what I know, I do support the movement as a whole. And I just really think that the steps the NBA are taking to return, I think it could work out really well. Even if they may not be allowed to have fans there and all games are going to be played in Orlando, I think it's just a really good idea and the best possible way that the NBA could come back and return. So just thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you guys want to leave any suggestions for further videos, leave them down in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.